Adios. Hey everybody, Radamon here. So I have an interesting episode. So here was what I was thinking. When I loaded this up, I realized Riku's down here, right? But everyone else is gonna go down sooner because of heat stroke. So I was thinking, send Silver to take the wake up, send Silver to where Riku is. By the time Silver gets there, likely they will have passed out due to heat exhaustion. And then let Riku die, because he's utterly useless as a pawn. But then send Silver back here with all the loot of that outpost. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send Silver with all the components, with as much steel as I can carry, and a wake up. And load it into the pods. And I'm just going to pray. Alright, so the tribespeople are now fleeing because enough of them just passed out due to heat exhaustion. So I'm just going to pray that Bomba doesn't face any raids. Alright, so let's land here. Alright, we've landed. And so here's what I need to do. What is in this room? Let's go in there. Okay, this room's perfect. We won't be sleeping here. I'm going to set up a refinery in there. And a fuel generator out here with power. And a pod launcher with a pod. Well, I can't make the pod yet. So let's start working on this stuff. Because I scouted this area out and it has plenty of steel. It has some components here. Maybe not there, but should be enough to get started. And if I claim all this area, I can then eat my meals. Perfect. Alright, so let's not relax socially. We're kind of on a tight schedule. Now I could order them to settle this area. Maybe I'll do that. That way I'm not running against time. Alright, so we got our fuel gen up. Certainly there's a lot of wood around here so that we can be fine fueling everything. I really want Riku to die, so don't feed him. So this is a pretty cheap way of getting some initial steel. Just deconstruct some of these bags. Alright, so Riku died. Everyone else died. So I don't have to constantly look at dead bodies as a mood problem. We will... There we go, Riku goes. We'll bury him. And the rest of these tribesmen and women that died from heat. That makes me think that it's going to be a lot easier to raid things. It didn't really occur to me that, because I know the cell that I'm at is particularly hot, but all the cells around here are hot enough that it will kill most everyone. Bury the rest. So because this became our settlement, we're not strapped for time like I thought we'd be, because normally you get, what, 2 days to get out? Alright, so that's a lot of steel there. So I think at this point we need... And Silver's back, Booma is back up on his feet. Corwall Ferreira named Booma. I don't even know why your name is Booma. You're a pacifist. Name doesn't really fit at all. So we need a few more components. We need a little bit more steel too on here. Alright, so let's put a transport pod there. And another thing I was going to do is a stockpile zone here, but I want to consolidate items first before I start stockpiling it. Where's our heatwave? Our heatwave is over near Boma. That's fine. Well, it's not fine, it kind of sucks, but it is the way it is. Alright, soon we're going to need rest, so I'll take that wake up when we need it. Our pawn here really has an attraction to break this stuff down. Excuse me, I just had to mute my mic. But I'd rather get the steel. And honestly, this isn't a bad place to get steel in the future. There's nothing great about this tile here, other than the fact that I'm sitting on a giant stockpile of steel. Alright. Take some more wake up. I'll be the last of my wake up, else I'll become an addict. Alright, so now that we have a refinery, we're going to make some chem fuel. So we got to break down these chairs and tables. Wow, you are hungry. Alright, as long as this is powering stuff. Well, I don't care if that breaks down. It's kind of annoying, but that's the thing that makes the components. Oh, is this raw uranium? Oh, yeah. That's very nice too. Raw uranium. Oh, there's a lot of raw uranium. I don't know why I keep stumbling on those words. Raw uranium. Yeah, this is a very nice tile to mine. There's some jade there. Don't really need that. There's lots of steel in these hills. Some silver. Or steel. I don't know. Silver, I think, actually it was. Alright, this will be my last batch of wood. That I break down to chem fuel. So let's get mining on machinery to make this pod. Alright, and let's fuel this up. Just as much fuel as you can shove in there. At this point, we can start launching stuff back, so what I'll do is I'll haul. I'll prioritize hauling. Because there's a lot of resources here. I don't know if I'm going to be sending the bows back, but there's wood and stuff like that that I can definitely send back. Oh joy, a blight killed the crops. And boy did it ever. We even have some ambrosia here. Let's consume a little bit of that. I'll help out with our needs. Look at this research tree. Filling it all up. Alright, soon Silver's going to need to sleep, so I'll break down. Let's see, I will create a bed here. And reinstall this stuff in there. Now, likely this place will get raided when it's unattended. But, you know, what can we do? Alright, so now, forget the hauling priority, so we can... Oof, that landed on his head. And he is now blind in one eye, because I'm a moron. Bionic eye, here I come. Alright, everyone's sleeping. So let me take a quick look. First, I'm going to need to ship back with some components, because we're just about out over there. But then I'm probably going to want to mine as much of this uranium as possible, because there isn't a whole lot of uranium I can find other than deep drilling over there. So this will help cut down on the amount of mining that I need to do. And it's already exposed out in the open, so I might as well get it. There's obviously an ancient danger in there. Dollars to donuts, I bet it's there. So I think I found all the uranium that there was to be had. So now I'm just pulling up the floors and stuff because we don't have a renewable source of wood, or not an easy one, other than planting trees, so that's my only chance of stockpiling wood. So I might as well ship home with it. And I think I'm ready for my first launch. So I'll launch some of the supplies home. Oh no, I'm gonna wait, only because Booma here doesn't stack anything, so anything I launch is gonna decay. Because Booma sucks. And also, in case I need to emergency launch home for a raid, this allows me to do that. Alright, heatwave is over, that's nice. Booma has passed out, being rescued by Valentina. I think just because... Well, actually, I don't know why. He was very tired, had food poisoning. Oh, food poisoning, bad back, Melsa Parasite combo. That is a wombo combo that will put you up on your feet. Well, now that everyone's sleeping, might as well all go to sleep together. Where going to have a lot of uranium. That's great. It's a bummer about that eyeball. Truly it is. How hot does this tile stay? Probably just about the same. Yep. Doesn't really cool down. So I was thinking, maybe I can trade, calling an exotic goods trader to this location, but fat chance it's too hot. Well, maybe I'll hit mining level 8. I likely will, once I'm done with all these nodes. Booma. Booma the hacker. Almost there. Who's it? Minor break. Booma again? Booma, you're a mess. Ooh, cargo pods. Of Mega Sloth Wool. Very nice. Very, very nice. So we got some components. Now we just need to get the rest of the uranium and then we'll be out of here. Booma, is there something you could do? Yeah, you need rest. These Mechanites are wiping you out. So I'm going to give you the task of anything. Just take care of your mental health. Silver here is a little bit more resilient in that matter. Come on, you're just about done. Alright, so let's do a quick calculation. 150 for that. Because I might be done. I might not need much more. So 150, 100, 250. So 250, 265 uranium. It's gonna be enough. I have more than enough already, which means I can ship home now. And I'll just do that as soon as I arise. This awful bedroom. Why is this bedroom so awful? Because it's filthy. Ah, I was like, but these are nice things. I mean, I know there's a refinery in there, but it's not that bad. Oh, simple meal rotted away. Alright, Silver. It is time for the first launch. So probably not launching you, but we'll launch all the uranium. Hops. Probably not hops. I mean, I can't really use the hops. Let's see. Silver, gold. I'll launch the pemmican too. Uranium. Yeah, hell with it. Launch the hops. Wood. I'll keep some wood behind in case I need to make. I'll keep all the wood behind in case I need to make some extra stuff. And launch the weapons, because why the hell not? So, not launching the wood, but I'll launch everything else. And if I need the steel, I'll mine some more. so launch group. Oh, it's missing some pemmican? Yeah, that's fine. And we'll plop it here. Great. Now we just need to mine a little bit more. So let's consume ambrosia, mine enough for another pod, and get on out of here. So we'll have plenty of fuel to launch with. We didn't use nearly all. Bomba, how are you doing? You're still not happy. Not happy with life. Okay, so here we go. Launching silver plus pemmican components and all the wood we can carry. And done. Great. Alright, so we now have the uranium for this. We don't have the components, but I would say a lot of progress has been made. Now, let's not allow sowing so we don't disturb him in his sleep. Oh, but you're tending to him. Oh, and you're cured. Hey, look at that. Aw, relationship. Bomba's father. Ferreira. Well, how is his father? I guess you could adopt. We are saving you, though, because for a few reasons. Chief among them, you're a very, very, very good surgeon, and I need a new eyeball, so we're going to go ahead and rescue you. That would make Bomba happy, I suppose. Or at least not unhappy that his father died. But just like your son, you are also a pacifist. I guess it runs in the family. Alright, so you've eaten that corpse. Eat that one next. I've made a little bit of a mess of this area here. Alright, you get to sleep in your excellent bed. Very rest effective. That's how I like it. Ferreira here has decided to join us. That's good news. But you, my little friend, are going to need some heat protection. Which means you do dumb labor, yeah? Yeah, oh yeah. Alright, you are our dumb labor man now. You have a passion for handling, but that's not what you're going to be doing. You're going to be the dumb labor hauler. I'm sorry to say. We're just about done with all the research we can do. Alright, so why? You're getting heat stroke, that's why. Breakdown cooler, you need rescue. Well, Valentina will come rescue you. Guess I could clean up some blood. Look, berries. So eating berries raw makes them happy, right? I thought it did. Oh, food poisoning. Alright. One nicety will be to haul this to the best stockpile, because... Ew. That was gross, Bomba. Alright, let's sow some heal root back. And you get to clean your son's vomit. So who's older? You're 800. You're younger than your son because you've been in cryo. Interesting. Maybe you tried to get here. Maybe that's the story. I think that's the story, folks. I think he tried to rendezvous with his father. Luckily, although a pacifist, he at least will clean and haul, which is pretty useful work that we need done around in these parts. Alright, Hill Root Farm is reseeded. Just about. And we have a Mechanoid raid. Chain gun, Inferno. Alright, let's not mess around with that. Oh, we landed on our good sniper rifle. Malarkey. So if I could leave the Inferno guy away and have the chain guns walk into the kill box, that'd work for me. I also need to go get that wool that came down, because that will help keep Ferreira from overheating. I suppose what I could do is gear. Let's have you drop that. And Ferreira, have you pick it up. That'll help a lot. Oh, because I'm one-eyed. Shit, I forgot about that. Alright, so you're 130, comfortable 116. Yeah, being a one-eye shooter, really not helping me right now. Oh, Valentina, that's not where to be. Get out of there, my friend. Alright, let's remove the home area of this. And Eclipse. Alright, so first guy, Caterpillar, not really a guy. Entered the kill zone. Time to get Ferreira out of there. Allow you to self-tend with herbal. Eclipse Flash Storm. Alright, so you dropped your minigun. You know, while you're out here, where's that wool? So you might not even be needed for this fight. Alright, Valentina, how are you doing? Your tail got destroyed. God damn caterpillars. Alright, Ferreira patched himself up. We've got Captain Flameo coming. Oh, alright. Valentina, go rescue him. Oh, we are... That's a little dangerous. Hauling the wool across the line of sight. Alright, why'd you heat stroke? And pain knocked you unconscious. Okay. Let's rescue you. Who's extreme break risk? For well, take care of yourself. Let's get that good minigun out of there, because that might be worth some money. Toss the charge rifle on. Repair the only non-plasteel turret here. Get ready for another one of these cats. Clean up the blood. Let's not show them I bleed. Welcome to your world of pain. Oh, and it's already down. But we blew open a steel door here. Let's tend to Valentina's tail with the last medicine we have. Was there more wool up here? I don't think so. I think I got it all. Alright, so I have 86 of it, which is enough for a duster, I believe. Yep, perfect. So I'm going to make some components to try to get my crafting score a little higher, because I'm almost 11. And then I'll kick up a duster. Yeah, that's smart. You're in pain, so you pick a fight with a fighter. That's some solid logic there. Very solid logic. So now Silver kicked your ass. And now he's forced to patch you back up. If you're in such pain, how about you just stay asleep? What we really need is we need caskets. Just toss them in a casket. Food poisoning. Man, everything is wrong with everyone. Everyone's falling apart here. Alright, it's bedtime. Now let's put them back on a schedule that makes sense. Oh, that's the last thing I meant to do. It's 10 to 16. And I'm sure they'll sleep a little bit longer than that. Copy, paste, paste. There we go. And another Mechanoid raid. As if the last one wasn't enough, but this is just a single mech, single scythe. So really not a big deal in the scheme of things. Where is he? like not coming. Man, I really need that eyeball, huh? What happened? Where's this Scyther? Why isn't it not attacking? I'm really super confused right now. Did you see my defenses and you were like, F that? I'm a robot, but I'm not a dumb robot? Well, clearly if it was attacking me, it would have been here by now. And that eclipse wiped out our power a bit. Oh, that's nice of you. I had to punch you out. But now you're being nice. Alright, so where is this Scyther? What is going on here? I'm getting like combat music. I really don't want to go out there if it's lurking. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be jumped by it. Did it zone out? Because it's like not here, right? I don't see it, so I don't know. Strange. So let's make the components for this ship reactor. We already got our crafting up to 11. Maybe we can get to 12. I think what I'll do here is just shut these bad boys down rather than shoot them. Because I think Ferrara will be able to do that. Slightly larger stockpile. Just because we have so much stuff. Man, you are all sorts messed up. Alright, Ferrara, what I want you to do first before hauling is cleaning. Because you're slow at hauling due to your sickness, but you're a pretty good cleaner, I bet. Doesn't take much to be a good one. Okay, another Mechanoid raid. This is obviously a more populous raid. It's 2 Scythers. Oh man, okay. Any turrets need repair? None that I see. Mr. Scythers, I'm coming for ye. Valentina, so you don't lose another tail, not that you have 2 tails. Get into position. I'm gonna stand here to try to lure them towards me. And it worked. If I don't have to get shot at, why get shot at? Let's take cover for this one. Our batteries are low, so I'm going to conserve power by turning those off. We're also drawing power from our backups. Oh, and Silver now has food poisoning. Ain't that lovely? Flick all these on. Let's try to get back here to put the fires out. There goes my smoke pot belt again. But of course I'm on fire, so I run as far away from the smoke pot cloud as I can. Bomba, how about you put some fires out? I'm getting shot by the turrets here, so I need to move. Glad I started to move. Let's take cover and... Oh man, you're too busy puking from food poisoning. This is just obnoxious. Wow, how many times are you going to puke in a goddamn row? You've puked like 4 times in a row now. You don't have anything left in your goddamn stomach. Just fucking move. Alright, well he's down. And I'm going to try to put that turret out before it explodes, because it was just about ready to explode. Alright, that was obnoxious. Stupidest raid ever. I need to make myself another advanced helmet at some point. Alright. 10, self-tend. Tend to yourself. Tend to yourself. Or, okay, better yet, you get up, you sleep, you tend. Alright, I've changed my mind. I want to shoot these Mechanoids because they pissed me off. Jesus, talk about like as many bad things stacked up against me at once. Alright, everyone's mood is actually pretty good though right now, I must say. Valentina, you're now allowed to move about. Alright, repairing wall. Wow, that granite wall almost died. Or got destroyed, I guess walls can't die. Nice. Tidying up. Wow, these walls were smashed, man. They were just smashed. And I'm going to focus on making all the repairs because it's been sending me raids, like quite a lot of them, so I don't want to be caught off guard here. Alright, let's delete this zone here. And say that this is normal. So we'll start moving the potatoes over there. Now some of them are about to spoil. But these aren't. I think I'm fine. I don't really care if some spoil. I guess it could, Alright, who's the most eaten? Cook up a bunch of meals and store it in there. The most eaten. Okay. Alright, we'll do a big meal cook. So let's forbid these potatoes. And once I awake, we'll crank out some meals. Ferrero, where are you? Wow, you're hauling. Where are you hauling from? I don't know, but you just found steel that I clearly had forgotten about. Alright, so you're fully healed. So now you just have a stab scar. That's not bad. Man, would I ever really like to invest in bionics. Okay, you're not sleeping now, you're just bed resting. We also have all this pemmican that I forgot about. So we're okay on meals for now. Alright, so we'll put meals, simple meals, up here. We'll call that important. And this we'll call critical. Alright, and haul a stack of potatoes for Bamba, so he's not. Alright, so I'm almost done with all these repairs, which means I get to go back to conduiting. Or not conduiting, go back to component assembly. So I'm gonna make these pause just in case, like, oh shit, I need to get out, I need to run, I'm about to get overrun by something terrible. You know, that's what they're for. Alright, so let's modify this Scyther and then shoot the rest of these caterpillars dead. Another Mechanoid raid. Oh, this Scyther. It's wandering. It's not raiding, it's just wandering. Where was it? I like looked at it. Wasn't it here? No, it wanders off. Alright, who's break risking? Ferreira? Why? Because you need joy? Leave the silver in place, or steel. I continually to make that mistake. I know the difference. Trust me. If... Oh, what are we machining here? Power armor? No, not yet. We'll get our crafting skill nice and high before we try for that. Alright, I think you need to go to sleep. Oh yes, you do. Now, the only problem with wearing power armor is the moment you wear it, you're no longer really protected from heat. So it does have its disadvantages, distinct disadvantages. Batteries have recovered, but we're down to no wind, no solar right now. They're hurting a little bit. Okay, let's make the smelter now. And we'll say put steel slag here. And smelt do forever, but a teeny radius. So only the slag that gets carried gets processed. And then a tool cabinet here. I don't think that's going to speed up this, but it will speed up the component bench. That's a lot of power to have sitting there. So I'll turn it on periodically when there's a lot of slag there. Alright, so we processed all the potatoes that we're going to spoil. I'm going to turn off the fridge. Turn off the stove for a while, because we're not going to need it. Are you kidding me? Ugh, alright. Where was that? Where'd that even discharge? Oh, here. Well, this is why you have double wires, because all that went off, it didn't really disturb anything. I'm going to turn off this grow light, though. I guess it's bedtime. Batteries are filling back up. I really need to remember to fill the batteries like completely and then flick off the backups. The base looks in much better working order thanks to Ferreira, who's doing a lot of the maid type work. Janitorial, let's call it. Silver's becoming a bit of a construction and crafting powerhouse here. It's too early to say for sure that that's what he is, but he's getting pretty good at it. Alright, let's do some slag real quick. All this extra slag around can soon be hauled in by Ferreira. This is not doing wonders for the batteries though. So I think I'm going to flick this off, flick that back on, go back to component assembly. daily grind. This is the daily grind. Alright, so we got about a season or so. Almost a full season to process those. Once we get the reactor up, it should be putting off some power. Working on all these components is definitely going to level up my crafting, so whatever clothing and armor I end up making will be superior. Nice, clean base. Nice, organized base. I like it. I like it a lot. Ooh, that duster is wearing through pretty quick. And I already need a pair of pair of shirts? No, a shirt. Pair of pants. I don't understand why it's a pair of pants and one shirt, right? Because the pants have legs. It's a pair of pant legs. I don't know. I'm sure one of you will look it up and have an answer for me once I post this video. So I'm not even going to bother Googling it. The only issue I've been having is Ferreira has like break risk pretty regularly. A part of me thinks I should just, with that Megasloth wool I have, I should just make a bunch of cowboy hats out of it. And then have cloth dusters, because that's probably enough protection. And now, Ferreira doesn't even have task. What else can you do here, buddy? You can mine. So let's have you mine here. Mine up some steel. You're not very good at it, but it doesn't really matter. I guess what else do? You grow, but we don't need anyone doing that. You can art, but we don't need anyone doing that either. So mining you shall. Silver, I just want you on crafting. So let's prioritize that. I don't even know why I have anyone on hunt. I mean, I'll leave you on hunt, but certainly don't need you to. Alright, so you're growing, plant cutting, crafting. Seems about right. Soon Bomba's going to need some other work. Maybe I'll have him on slag crafting or something like that. Because this is the last of the research available. And then this whole room all this can be then disassembled. All right. The daily grind looks good. So these batteries are just about filled up. So once anyone wakes up, we'll flick them off for backups. Come on. Someone wake up and flick it. There we go. I guess what I can do so people don't disturb them there is to plop this table somewhere more communal. There's really no communal place to do it. I guess here, because why not? I don't know. There's really just no place for it. I'll just leave it there. Little disturbed sleep's not going to flip them out. Oh, but you got insulted. So let's not do that yet. Let's cancel that. So I'm thinking of just making the hats, like I said. So I think what I'll do is create a separate stockpile for the components, so they don't get stocked up stupidly like this. Break risk is Ferreira. That is not surprising at all. I think it's time to turn that sun lamp on, rather. Start getting this heel root grown a bit more. So eventually I'm going to want to make that into cloth or something like that, so I can start making more clothing again. Unless I get a bulk goods person coming by soon. Alright, so my crafting is heading towards 13. It's pretty good. I almost have enough components for the reactor. I'm getting there. And soon Bomba will be crafting with me, because Bomba will be out of tasks. Maybe I can set Bomba up to mine. Alright, well, I've hit my hour, so I'm going to call this quits now, but I appreciate all of you watching. I hope all of that crazy shenanigans at the beginning of this episode, actually all throughout this episode, were funny enough for you. And thank you for watching. I hope you tune in next time, and I'll see you all later. Adios.